Hi guys, welcome back to a bilateral series. South Africa women are touring New Zealand. The second T20 match between these two teams. South Africa women have won the toss, elected to bat first. Sonia Lewis and Tasman Brits at the crease for South Africa women. Opening the batting. First ball of the match. And that's flicked away by Sonia Lewis towards deep square leg. And Sonia Lewis gets off the mark with a single straight away. South Africa women also off the mark. So it's a 5-match T20 series. New Zealand women won the first T20 match. This is the second T20. South Africa women will be looking to pull things back and try and level the series. Second ball of the over. That's driven beautifully by Tasman Brits straight to covers. And will get off the mark with a single as well. So both openers off the mark for South Africa women. We'll just look at the changes made by the teams. Third ball of the over. That's pulled away again, down to deep square leg, and another single for Sonia Lewis. So both teams are going unchanged from their first T20 lineups. New Zealand, they outbatted South Africa in the previous T20 match, so that's why South Africa won the toss, elected to bat first this time around. So they can themselves try and outbat the opposition. That's on the pads. It's flicked away. Oh, nearly a collision between the two batters. Tasman Brits picks up another single. The 4 singles in this over so far. Good news is that only 1% chance of rain, which is basically 0%. So match will happen fully. Two more deliveries left in this over. Fifth ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's helped on its way. It's past the keeper. That'll run away for 4. That's the first boundary of this innings. Staying in line there, just Kerr, and paying the price for it. Maybe it's gone off the bat. Probably it's given us runs. First boundary of the innings. First boundary for Sonia Lewis. Last ball of the over is flicked away again, down to short fine leg, straight to the fielder. Another dot ball to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over from just Kerr, and South Africa women are now 8 without loss after 1 over. This match is happening in Seddon Park in Hamilton. New Zealand in their own home conditions are always really good. South Africa are also equally good, but they'll be challenged in away conditions. Bree Illing is the new bowler into the attack, and straight away Brits goes offside, straight to covers though. Dot ball to start the over. Tasman Brits looking to open up there. Tasman Brits is a powerful batter, but she's been off color a little bit in the last few matches. Comes down the wicket again, it's undone by the bouncer. It's given as a wide by the umpire. So Bree Illing has to reload that one again. That's full again, smashed down the ground, straight to mid-off. Another dot ball from Breeling. One run from the first 3 balls of this over. Tasman Brits has started slowly. This time she goes over the top, just clears mid-on, and that'll run away for 4 as well. So just clearing that fielder there at mid-on. Very, very risky shot to play, but Tasman Brits succeeds in doing so. First boundary for Tasman Brits in this innings. This time it's a short ball and Brits ducks underneath it once again. Make that another dot ball from Breeling. Plenty of support for South Africa today as well. 2 world-class teams going head-to-head against each other. The 5th ball of the over coming up. Oh, she cleared her front leg, was looking to smash it through the offside, but bat turned in her hand. It goes towards mid-wicket for another dot ball. New Zealand women, obviously the reigning champions of the T20 format. They are the Women's T20 World Cup champions of 2024. They are the reigning champions. So New Zealand women are playing this series as world champions. That's on the pad. It's flicked away. It's gone off the pad, I think. And Tasman Brits will pick up 1 leg byes to finish that over. 6 runs came from that over from Breeling, and South Africa women are now 14 without loss after 2 overs. The current run rate is 7. A really good start from South Africa. There's a bowling change here. Susie Bates is the new bowler into the attack for New Zealand. And straight away Brits goes down the wicket, goes over the top all the way for 6. A very clean striker of the ball, Tasman Brits. When she hits it, you need to watch out. Picks up the first 6 in this innings and welcomes Susie Bates to the crease with a maximum. The second ball of the over coming up. Down the track again, flicks it away. Mid-wicket fielder getting a hand on it. Tasman Brits will pick up another single. That's on the pad, swept away by Sunil Lewis. That'll run away for 4 towards deep square leg. No one back there on the leg side. So another boundary here. This is turning out to be an expensive over for New Zealand. Sunil Lewis with their second boundary in this innings. and make that back-to-back boundaries. Once again going for that sweep towards deep square leg. And another boundary here. 15 runs from this over. Still 2 balls left. This time it's tossed up and Sonia Lewis goes down the ground to mid-on. Straight to the fielder, another dot ball. The last ball of the over. Comes down the wicket, picks it down the full, and that's found the gap as well for 4 more. Third boundary in that over. What an over for South Africa there. 19 runs came from that over. And South Africa women are 33 without loss after 3 overs. Jessica Kerr into her second over. Oh, Brits goes for the drive. It was too full from Jessica. The Brits unable to make connection. Again a dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over. Full again, driven down the ground. Down the ground to long on, and Tasman Brits picks up another single. Third ball of the over. Moves across the stumps, drives it beautifully in the gap. That should run away, will it? Fielders running after it. Can't get there. It's another boundary for Sonia Lewis. Again, outstanding timing and placement in the gap. And picks up her 5th boundary already. Ooh, that was full and swinging in. Looking to flick it away, half appeal for LBW. But umpire says not out. In dipper there from Jesker. Two more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that swung away like side fielder. One bounce. One bounce to that fielder there at deep square leg. And Sonia Lewis picks up another single. One more delivery left in this over. Tasman Brits is back on strike. Last ball of the over. Oh, goes for a sweep inside edge onto the pads. Another dot ball to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over. And South Africa women are now 39 without loss after 4 overs. So Bree now continuing into her second over. And it's defended again by Sunil Lewis towards covers. Again a dot ball to start the over. This time comes down the wicket, swung away leg side. Has it gone all the way? I think it has. I think it's gone all the way. What a shot that is from Sunil Lewis. Another maximum here. Second six of this innings. First maximum for Sunil Lewis. A very, very clean strike into the crowd. This time full and wide. Sunil Lewis goes for the drive, misses it. Another dot ball from Bree. Well, it's a no ball here. Bree has overstepped. No ball and a free hit. So everything going wrong for New Zealand at the moment. Free hit delivery coming up. Now that swung away again down the ground. Has she got enough? No, she hasn't. It will be taken on the edge of the circle, but it doesn't matter because it's a free hit. And Sunil Lewis picks up another single. Sunil Lewis was looking to clear the boundary once again. Now that's driven. Oh, good fielding. Good fielding at point. And Tasman Brits lays out a dot ball. Two more deliveries left in this over. Oh, this time goes for the paddle, looking to change the shot, appeal for a catch. Umpire says not out. Was looking for the paddle shot initially, then changed her shot in the process. The last ball of the over coming up. That smash down the ground, but mid-off is in business, does well. Oh, a little bit of a fumble as well, but that won't cost anything extra. Just a single to finish the over. So 9 runs came from that over, and South Africa women are now 48 without loss after 5 overs. So Rosemary Mayer, the new bowler, into the attack in and around that off stump. Tasman Brits going for the drive, misses it. Again a dot ball to start the over. Rosemary Mayer, a really good bowler for New Zealand. Second ball of the over. It's gone leg side, down the ground to mid-on. And Tasman Brits Picks up another single. There was a shot at the stumps, but doesn't hit the stumps. In fact, if it was a direct hit, Tasman Brits would have been gone. She had given up. This time it's defended again towards point. A dot ball here from Rosemary Mare. This time gives herself room, hits it down the ground again, straight to the fielder at mid-on. Another dot ball. So 1 run from the first 4 balls of this over, still 2 balls left. Oh, slow ball again, takes the pace off. And Sunelu is looking for the drive, unable to make contact. So a good over so far for New Zealand. Really good over from Rosemary Mare. Just 1 run coming from this over, still 1 ball left. 4 dot balls in this over. The last ball of the over coming up. And it's driven again, straight to covers though. Another dot ball to finish the over. What an over from Rosemary Mare. Just 1 run coming from that over. And South Africa women are 49 without loss after 6 overs after the power play. Well, Amelia Kerr, the new bowler, into the attack. The captain of New Zealand, new captain of New Zealand woman. And straight away, Tasman Brits goes for a sweep. A little bit of a top edge towards short fine leg. Picks up the single. 50 comes up for South Africa women. 50 comes up in 6.1 overs without losing any wicket. A really good start this. Teams batting first are having an advantage, as we saw even in the previous game. That's driven down the ground by Sonia Lewis, down the ground to long on for another single. Teams batting first are having an advantage because chasing you'll have scoreboard pressure. It's tossed up again, and Tasman Brits hits it leg side, win the gap for 4. How did that find the gap? It just looked like a gentle flick of the wrist. But such is the power of Tasman Brits, it's raced away to the boundary. This time uses her feet. It's a much cleaner strike. It's all the way for 6. Tasman Brits on the charge here. A terrific shot through the line, heading Amelia Kerr over long off for another maximum, and pressure building on the New Zealand bowlers at the moment. This time a little bit of an inside edge towards mid-wicket, and Tasman Brits picks up another single. 13 runs have come from this over. Last ball of the over coming up. Oh, goes for the sweep. Appeal for LBW. Finger goes up. And the first wicket goes down. Amelia Kerr it is. Strikes have gone for the review here. Sunil Lewis. They need to have a look at this. I think it was the googly there, or was it the leg break? I think it was. He moved so far across to the off stump. Could the impact be in line or outside the line? That is the biggest question. Doesn't appear to be any bat involved in that. Need to look at ball tracking. Pitching outside off, impact in line, wicket setting. So it is the first wicket. Amelia Kerr, despite conceding 13 runs in that over, strikes back and picks up the breakthrough, picks up the wicket. Finger goes up once again. So Sunil Lewis has to go, and this opening partnership, which was looking dangerous, has been broken. So Sunil Lewis is gone after scoring 31 from 21 balls, and South Africa women are now 62 for 1 after 7 overs. So Laura Wolfart, the captain of South Africa women, has a new batter to the crease. Coming in at number 3. Sophie Devine is the new bowler into the attack for New Zealand women. A former captain, of course, T20 World Cup winning captain for New Zealand. The first ball is a full delivery. Brits goes down the ground to long on and picks up another single to start the over. It's amazing that South Africa are such a good team, but they're just not able to win any World Cups. Whether it's men or women, I don't know how you can be without winning even a single World Cup. That's played away leg side by Wolfart. It's in the gap. That'll run away for 4. What placement? What placement there from Laura Wolfart. The very first ball that she faces. Finds the gap beautifully. Gets off the mark with a boundary. And this time Wolfart picks up another single. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Comes down the wicket, goes up in the air. She's got that one. That's a big one. That's all the way for 6. That's a massive hit from Tasman Brits. Bringing all her power into play. It's gone miles back into the crowd. And the boundaries are flowing here for South Africa, even though wicket has gone down. This time it's full again. Brits drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball. 12 runs from the over, last ball of the over. It's flicked away by Tasman Brits towards mid-wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. Expensive over from Sophie Devine. 13 runs came from that over. And South Africa women are now 75 for 1 after 8 overs. Amelia Kerr into her second over and that's tossed up again. Tasman Brits sets it down the ground to long off. And picks up another single to start the over. Laura Wolfart is back on strike. It's on the pads, flicked again towards fine leg. Going to come back for 2 here. And they will get it. Another couple of runs for Laura Wolfart. And what a start this is from South Africa women. They were never in the run chase in the previous T20. Today opting to bat first. Really batting well, at least till now. That's pulled away again by Wolfart. Deep square leg, does well. And Wolfart picks up another single. Actually, generally you will see both these batters opening the batting for South Africa women. As Brits comes down the wicket, hits it down the ground again, long on, does well. Tasman Brits picks up another single. Normally you will see both these batters opening the batting for South Africa, but today Wolfart is batting at number 3. Sunelu is opening the batting. It's something new which they are trying. That's shot again, pulled again. Good fielding at square leg. Wolfart picks up another single. Five runs have come from this over. Still 2 balls left. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. And goes for the reverse sweep. Switch it. Straight to covers. Picks up another single here. In fact, it's a dot ball to finish the over. So 6 runs came from that over. And South Africa women are now 81 for 1 after 9 overs. Well, Breeling is back into the attack, comes around the wicket, and Wolfart flicks it away leg side towards deep square leg and picks up another single to start the over. And Tasman Brits is back on strike. Around the wicket again, second ball. And driven again by Brits towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Ooh, that's on the stumps. And Wolford defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. This time she cuts it away. It's in the gap. That might beat that fielder there. It does. Into the boundary for 4. Another boundary here for Tasman Brits with on offer from Bree Hilling. And Brits freeing her arms. Beating that fielder at deep extra covers for another boundary. This time it's driven down the ground, past mid-off, 4 more. Back-to-back boundaries. From Tasman Brits, moves to 47 now from just 32 balls. And getting closer to her half century. The last ball of the over, down the track, and that's underneath it. So another dot ball to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over, and South Africa women are 92 for 1 after 10 overs at the halfway mark of this innings. And it's also the time for the drinks break. Now we come to the end of the drinks break. 1 run has been scored from the first 2 balls of this over. Tasman Brits on strike. That's beautifully driven through the offside. Races away for 4 more as well. And a half century for Tasman Brits. 51 from just 35 balls. It's been an outstanding knock. With 5 boundaries and 3 sixers at a strike rate of 145.71. Raises our bat to the crowd. Terrific knock. Another slow ball cut away this time towards covers, and Brits picks up another single. Laura Wolfart is back on strike. This time flicked away leg side. It's in the gap. Deep mid wicket will come around. And Laura Wolfart pushes for another couple of runs. 100 comes up as well for South Africa women. 100 comes up in 10.5 overs at the loss of 1 wicket. This is really good batting. 170, 180 on the cards. It's going to be very tough to chase down. Last ball of the over. And that's defended back to the bowler by Laura Wolfart. Another dot ball to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over from Rosemary Mayer. And South Africa women are now 100 for 1 after 11 overs. Sophie Devine back into the attack. Brits looking to play the flick shot there. I think the ball bounced into her pads. And again a dot ball to start the over. Sophie Devine conceded 13 runs in her first over. Bowlers are going the journey. Oh, it's gone through everyone. It's gone through the keeper. It's gone through the batter. And that'll run away for 4 as well. Fortune favors the brave, they say. It's favoring South Africa today, I think. I don't know whether there was bat involved in that. Maybe a little bit of bat involved. I don't know, but they'll get the boundary nevertheless. Well, it's given us 4 byes actually, that boundary. And this time it's a bouncer. Tasman Brits ducks underneath it. Another dot ball. Oh, comes down the wicket. Keeper has fumbled it and she got it back in time. I don't think so. I don't think so. The keeper fumbled it big time there. Cannot afford to fumble like this. A stumping opportunity, but still is Brits wanting to walk. Has she made it back? I think she has. Decision pending on the big screen. Not out it is. So Tasman Brits has made it back in time. The keeper fumbled it. The keeper fumbled it. Cannot afford these kind of fumbles. A straightforward stumping opportunity has been missed. 5th ball of the over. On the pads. Goes for a flick shot. Short fine leg comes around. Another dot ball from Sophie Devine. Well, goes for a sweep again. It's past the keeper. 4 more. Straying in line. Sophie Devine, in fact, is given as a wide, so she has to reload that one again. 4 wides it is. 5 runs to the total for South Africa women. This time it's pulled away leg side, deep mid wicket. Does well. And Tasman Brits picks up another single to finish the over. Really good over for South Africa women once again. 10 runs came from that over from Sophie Devine. And South Africa women are now 110 for 1 after 12 overs. Amelia Kerr back into the attack, top edge and taken at short fine leg. Every time Amelia Kerr comes on to bowl, you always get a feeling that a wicket will go down, and that is exactly what has happened once again. Tasman Brits has played a magnificent knock, scored a half century, went for the sweep shot, got a big top edge there, a really good diving effort at short fine leg, completing the catch. And that is exactly what New Zealand women wanted. They needed to break the partnership. Tasman Brits is gone after scoring a fantastic 53 from 43 balls. And South Africa women are now 110 for 2 after 12.1 overs. So Aneri Dirksen is the new batter to the crease for South Africa women. Oh, and that's on the bat. It's got some glove on it, I think, towards short fine leg, and Aneri Dirksen gets off the mark with a single. It's given as one leg by, so Aneri Dirksen still not off the mark. But single nevertheless. Wolfart is back on strike. There's another full delivery flicked away by Wolfart towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Still have Chloe Tryon, Nadine de Klerk and Ryan K to come in. They're all big hitters. Nadine de Klerk might come in. She's a fantastic finisher these days. It's driven down the ground by Aneri Dirksen towards long off and picks up another single. This time Aneri Dirksen gets off the mark with a single. The 5th ball of the over coming up. That's tossed up again. Wolfart drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball. 3 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. Goes for the pull. Leg side again. Deep mid wicket. Does well. Just a single for Wolfart to finish that over. What an over from Amelia Kerr, and the pressure was building. And other bowlers were going for runs. Comes in and bowls an over, which concedes 4 runs and picks up the wicket as well of Tasman Brits. And South Africa women are now 114 for 2 after 13 overs. Jesker back into the attack. Wolfart hits it leg side again. Long on is in play. Laura Wolfart picks up another single. South Africa have set their sights on the T20 World Cup, I guess. Women's T20 World Cup coming up in June. They've always been there in the final, unable to cross the final hurdle. The last two editions they made it to the final and lost it. That's full again. It's hit down the ground by Neri Dirksen towards long on and picks up another single. In fact, if you look at men's World Cups, both South Africa and New Zealand always lose the finals and semi-finals. If you look at women's World Cups alone, South Africa women have made it a habit of losing finals. New Zealand women in the meanwhile have won both the women's World Cups at least once. That's down the ground again from Laura Wolfart towards long on and picks up another single. And Neri Dirksen is back on strike. That was bowled. The slow ball from Jesker. And Neri Dirksen has a wild hoik across the leg side, unable to make contact and loses the top of middle and leg. And 2 wickets have gone down in quick succession here for South Africa. It was a slow ball, I think, from Jesker. She has her variations there and goes straight through. And Neri Dirksen there. The 3rd wicket goes down for South Africa women. And Neri Dirksen is gone after scoring 2 runs from 4 balls. And South Africa women are 117 for 3 after 13.4 overs. So Chloe Tryon is the new batter to the crease for South Africa women. Maybe Nadine de Klerk will come in after this. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Nadine de Klerk has become a national treasure. Leading edge in the edge, lands short. Just lands short of mid-off. Don't know what kind of a shot that was. They have made it to the crease. So 1 more delivery left in this over. It's 3 runs coming from this over so far. Last ball of the over. And that's flicked away by Chloe Tryon. Will get off the mark with a single to finish that over. So really good over once again from Jessica Kerr. Just 4 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Neri Dirksen. And South Africa women are 117 for 3. The South Africa women are 118 for 3 after 14 overs. The Rosemary Mare back into the attack is driven down the ground to mid-off. And picks up another single here. Chloe Tryon starts the over with a single. And direct hit would have been gone actually. Always take your chance against some fielders thinking that they won't hit the stumps directly. Second ball of the over coming up. Wolford back on strike. That's full again. It's hit down the ground. Long on and deep mid wicket. Deep mid wicket comes around. Oh, chance of a run out. What was Chloe Tryon trying? Was looking for the second run there. I don't think the second run was existent. And New Zealand have already started to celebrate here because she might be short of her ground here. It was unnecessary attempt for another run. It's gone by a long way. So another wicket going down here for South Africa women, and this is turning out to be catastrophic. As far as South Africa are concerned, decision is going to be out. Then Chloe Tryon will have to go back. Looking for another run there. Wasn't existent. And she has to go back. So Chloe Tryon is gone after scoring 2 runs from 3 balls. And South Africa women in a little bit of trouble here. 119 for 4 after 14.2 overs. Now the new batter to the crease, I'm sure, will be Nadine de Klerk. Nadine de Klerk is the new batter to the crease, but at the non-strikers end, that's driven beautifully by Wolford again towards covers and picks up another single. So Nadine de Klerk is back on strike, the finisher, the best finisher these days in T20 cricket. So fourth ball of the over coming up. De Klerk on strike. On the pads, flicked away by Nadine de Klerk, leg side, deep mid wicket. Towards deep mid wicket and picks up. Nadine de Klerk gets off the mark with a single. This time Wolford gives herself room, drives it down the ground to mid-off. It's a dot ball from Rosemary Mayer. It's a good over so far. Just 3 runs coming from this over in the run out as well of Chloe Tryon. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over, swung again down the ground to long off. And they'll pick up another single to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over, including the run out of Chloe Tryon. And South Africa women are now 123 for 4 after 15 overs. Well, Sophie Devine back into the attack, flicked away again by Laura Wolford towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. So Nadine de Klerk is back on strike. That's full again. De Klerk drives it straight to covers. Straight to the fielder at covers. It's another dot ball. Calm before the storm as far as Nadine de Klerk is concerned. That's how you should consider her slow knocks. Oh, goes for a big shot. Where has she got hit here? I say got hit on the thigh probably, I think. I think it was a little bit of a cutter there from Sophie Devine. Has got hit on the stomach. You need to be able to cop up these blows as a batter. It's not easy. I think I was looking to pick the ball away leg side, unable to make connection. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. It's a full toss driven again. Down the ground to long off, and Nadine de Klerk picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Goes straight down the ground, pass mid off, 4 more. It's a beautiful shot from Laura Wolfart, the best of Laura Wolfart, heading through the line and picks up another boundary. This time looking to flick it away leg side. I don't know whether it's gone off the bat or the pad. It's another dot ball to finish the over though. So 6 runs came from that over, and South Africa are now 129 for 4 after 16 overs with 4 more overs to go. So Amelia Kerr bowling the 17th over, and de Klerk goes for the pull. It's given as a wide by the umpire. Wide down the leg side, so Amelia Kerr has to reload that one again. Nadine de Klerk slipped as well in the process. This time Nadine de Klerk defends it to point. It's a dot ball again, straight to the fielder. This time moves across the stumps, sweeps it away leg side towards deep square leg, and Nadine de Klerk picks up another single. This time it's driven back to the bowler, another dot ball, brilliant bowling from the captain of New Zealand, Amelia Kerr. There's 2 runs coming from this over so far. Two more deliveries left. Down the track, goes over the top, and that's gone all the way as it. No, 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. Brilliant use of the feet from Laura Wolfart. Hitting straight, dead straight down the ground, picks up another boundary. She looks for the big one again, and the ball lands safely. Luckily for Wolfart, it didn't carry to hand. A miss hit there, gets away with it and picks up another single. So Nadine de Klerk is back on strike. Last ball of the over. And de Klerk drives it towards covers, another dot ball to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Amelia Kerr. A brilliant spell, actually 2 for 29 in her 4 overs. And South Africa women are 136 for 4 after 17 overs. Jessica Kerr bowling the 18th over, swung away again by Wolfart, down to deep square leg for 4. No one back there at deep square leg. And another boundary to start the over for Wolfart. This time it's pulled away again by Wolfart towards deep end wicket and picks up another single. Nadine de Klerk is back on strike. Third ball of the over. And de Klerk swings it leg side. No timing though, but the ball will land safely. And they will come back. No, they won't. Just a single for de Klerk. That's a full toss. Wolfart hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Full toss, de Klerk goes, it's taken, that covers. No timing there once again. There's a little bit in the air. A really good catch at covers there. Susie Bates, I think, taking the catch. And the 5th wicket goes down for South Africa women. Nadine de Klerk has to go straight into the hands of that fielder at covers, was looking to find the gap probably. 1 inch right side or left side, that would have gone away for 4, but not to be for Nadine de Klerk. She's gone after scoring 4 runs from 9 balls. Very uncharacteristic, very unlike Nadine de Klerk actually. And South Africa women are now 143 for 5 after 17.5 overs. So Kyla Reineke is the new batter to the crease for South Africa women. Another finisher. A brilliant, very powerful striker of the ball towards the end. The last ball of the over coming up from Jess Kerr. And it's a full toss and has helped on its way past fine leg for 4. What a gift to get first ball. Coming to the crease, it will be given as a no ball, I think. No ball and the boundary and the free hit. Goodness gracious. hit delivery. Slow ball. Ranake goes over covers and they'll run away for 4 as well. So the no ball, the free hit, everything has costed New Zealand big time. 150 comes onto the board. And 16 runs came from that over from Jessica Kerr, and South Africa women are now 152 for 5 after 18 overs with 2 more overs to go. Rosemary Mayer bowling the penultimate over, starts with a wide down the leg side. So Rosemary Mayer has to reload that one again. A really good talent, Kyla Ranake, who have dangerous batter down the order. They're adding finishers to their team, the South Africa women. A really good sign before the T20 World Cup. That swung away again, leg side again, towards deep mid wicket, and Wolford picks up another single. Surprising that Marizan Cap is not playing this series, but obviously you want to give opportunities to youngsters. Oh, that's a fantastic York, a little bit of an inside edge towards fine leg, and picks up another single. That swung away leg side, short fine leg does well. It's a dot ball here from Rosemary Mayer. The 3 more deliveries left in this over. Another full delivery. Wolford hits it leg side again towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. So a good penultimate over from Rosemary Mayer so far. 4 runs coming from this over. Still 2 balls left. Ranake on strike. Oh, another fantastic Yorkers. He's following the legs of the batters. And bowling it close to the legs. That's a fantastic tactic to avoid giving away runs. Cramping up the batters for room, not giving the batters the leverage to play their shots. That's great bowling from Rosemary Mayer. Last ball of the over coming up. As we see another fantastic Yorker. It's one of the best penultimate overs you'll ever see. Just 4 runs came from that over from Rosemary Mayer, and South Africa women are now 156 for 5 after 19 overs. Rosemary Mayer finishes with an economic bowling spell of none for 18 in her 4 overs. Has been brilliant today. 1 more over to go. Can South Africa get to 170 at least? Sophie Devine bowling the last over. Devine intervention and has flicked away leg side. by Wolfart towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. So Kaila Rayanake is back on strike, second ball of the over coming up. And Rayanake goes big, a powerful striker of the ball, and it clears. Long on for a 6. She is a very, very powerful striker of the ball. You need to look out at the stug in the crowd. That was a big hit from Rayanake. Picks up a maximum here. Well, how about back-to-back sixes? That's a massive one once again over deep mid-wicket. Once again, slot bowling from Sophie Devine and pays the price for it. Kaila Rayanake moves to 21 from just 7 balls, batting at a strike rate of 300. (21) from just 7 balls with 2 boundaries and 2 maximums at a strike rate of 300, Kaila Rayanake. And it goes over the top of the offside, but I don't think she's got this, has she? She has! Clears long off for another 6. 3 back-to-back sixes from Kaila Rayanake. They've crossed 170 with still 2 balls to go. Powerful striking from Kaila Rayanake. This time swept away to short fine leg and picks up the single. Tried to play a sweep shot there. What an innings this is. What an innings this is from Kaila Rayanake towards the end. Strike rate of 311.11. Last ball of the innings. Oh, good delivery. Wolfart drives it down the ground to long off. Might push for 2. Can't push for 2. Just a single to finish the over. Really good over here. The last over going for 21 runs from Sophie Devine, and South Africa women have finished their 20 overs on a really good total of 177 for 5 at the end of their 20 overs. An unbeaten partnership of 34 from 13 balls between Laura Wolfart and Kaila Rayanake. Kaila Rayanake, obviously an upcoming talent, fantastic finisher to watch out for in the upcoming future for South Africa women, no doubt about that. South Africa women adding finishers to their repertoire, trying to make themselves an even more competitive team going into all these World Cups, desperate to win that first World Cup title in the near future is South Africa, and they need to do everything possible. They need to do everything right to make their team stronger and really make themselves, equip themselves to win that elusive World Cup title which both the men and the women have been chasing for quite a long time now. So yeah, fantastic innings here. 177 for 5 at the end of 20 overs. They won the toss, elected to bat first, posted a really good total, led by Tasman Brits actually. Tasman Brits scored a fantastic half century. Tasman Brits scored 53 from 43 balls with 5 boundaries and 3 sixers at a strike rate of 123.26. And then Sonia Lewis also gave a really good start, 31 from 21 balls. Laura Wolfart, the captain, unbeaten towards the end, 41 from 33. Another youngster, Kaila Rayanake, 28 from just 9 balls with 2 boundaries and 3 sixers at a strike rate of 311.11. Strike rate of 311.11. Definitely need to watch out for Kaila Reineke in the future as well for South Africa women. So New Zealand women, when they come out to bat, will need 178 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs and go 2-0 up in this T20 series. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to the run chase. The New Zealand women will need 178 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs. It's a really good total from South Africa women batting first. And Harry Dirksen is going to be opening the bowling for South Africa women. Both the openers out in the middle for New Zealand. Susie Bates not opening the batting, coming in the middle order these days. Georgia Plimmer and Izzy Gaze are opening the batting for New Zealand. They're all in readiness. First ball of the run chase, and Harry Dirksen over the wicket to Georgia Plimmer. And that's cut away by Plimmer straight away towards deep extra covers and gets off the mark with a single. New Zealand also off the mark. Isabella Gaze is back on strike. This time it's short, it's pulled away by Gaze for 4. That's a great way to get off the mark. And it's a no ball as well. Oh dear, no ball, free hit, boundary, everything in a single delivery. So free hit delivery coming up from Harry Dirksen. Oh, when she stops in her follow through, so the free hit continues. So here comes the free hit. Comes down the wicket, smashes it over covers. Oh, I think she got a little hand on it. And Isabella Gaze picks up another single. So the free hit doesn't cost much for South Africa. They cannot afford these kind of no balls. The no ball was not for overstepping the line. It was because the bowler had taken the bails off. Like when she is delivering the ball, she had knocked off the stumps at the bowler's end. That is also considered as a no ball these days. That's cut away. And it's taken at covers. So the first wicket for South Africa women. And Georgia Plimmer has to go. Was cut away, cut it in the air. Laura Wolford taking the catch. A safe pair of hands is Laura Wolford at covers. And the umpires have gone upstairs to check whether the catch was clean or not. Well, I think they are convinced that the catch might have carried cleanly. So the first wicket goes for New Zealand. That is exactly what they are checking, whether the catch carried cleanly or not. Laura Wolford is a fantastic fielder. Don't need to doubt her at all. Fantastic catcher of the ball is Laura Wolford. We've seen some spectacular catches taken by her in that Women's ODI World Cup in 2025 as well. So definitely a safe pair of hands. Well, the catch looks clean actually. So Plimmer might have to go here. Well, I don't know whether the decision has already been given, but Plummer has already started to walk. Yes, finger goes up. So Georgia Plummer is gone after scoring 1 run from 2 balls, and New Zealand dropped early, 7 for 1 after 3 balls. So Amelia Kerr, the captain, coming out to the middle and straight away drives it towards deep point for 4. What a way to get off the mark. She's been in brilliant form with the bat of late, particularly after she became captain of this New Zealand women's team. She has been in terrific form with the bat and continues her good form here by getting off the mark with a boundary. It's short this time, pulled down the ground. Good fielding by Nari Dugson of her own bowling. It's another dot ball. The last ball of the over coming up. And Dugson stops in her follow through. The last ball of the over coming up. And it's driven again down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Georgia Plummer. And New Zealand women are 11 for 1 after 1 over. Sunil Lewis is a new bowler into the attack, tossed up again, and Isabella Gaze hits it down the ground to long on for a single. Coming around the wicket is Sunil Lewis. A very interesting bowling change to bring in Sunil Lewis' second over of this innings. Could even turn out to be a masterstroke. Laura Wolford is a really good captain. Amelia Kerr is back on strike. This time over the wicket, but Kerr comes down the wicket, goes over the top, and 1 bounce and into the boundary for 4. This is exactly what Amelia Kerr does. Brilliant use of the feet, and picks up her second boundary in this innings. Well, South Africa have to have any chance of winning this game. They need to get this girl out. That's again use of the feet straight down the ground for 4. Sunil Lewis changed her angle once again. I think she needs to stick to one particular angle, which helps her. She's bowling one ball around the wicket, one ball over the wicket, and it's not working, I guess. Back-to-back boundaries for Amelia Kerr. This time goes for a slog sweep, leg side, it's in the gap, 1 bounce and 4. Amelia Kerr turning it on here for New Zealand. 3 back-to-back boundaries. This time it's tossed up, full delivery, and Amelia Kerr drives it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. It's been so good actually. Ever since Amelia Kerr has become captain, her graph has been on the high. That's wide and that's gone through the keeper, and that's 4 more. Is it? No, it's not. Good fielding at deep fine leg, but it will be wides and it will be a couple of runs. They're already in a very expensive over this. 17 runs from this over so far, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. And goes for a sweep. It's towards square leg. Another dot ball to finish the over. But an expensive over here, 17 runs it is that has come from that over. 17 runs came from that over, and New Zealand are now New Zealand women are now 28 for 1 after 2 overs. So Ayabonga Kaka, the new bowler into the attack for South Africa. Has driven again, it's in the gap. I don't think that will reach the boundary. Ulfart is after it, does well. And Amelia Kerr picks up another couple of runs to start the over. Amelia Kerr already moves to 19 from just 8 balls. Very aggressive batter these days. Again down the track, flicks it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. I think New Zealand women have decided that they're going to play one brand of cricket in T20s. They're looking a very, very dangerous unit. They are the defending world champions. They are the world champions of the T20 format currently. And they'll be looking to defend that title going into the Women's T20 World Cup of this year, the 2026. Edged and taken, is it? Yes, it is. So Ayabonga Kaka strikes for South Africa. Too much width on offer, but Izzy Gaze has nicked it through to the keeper. The second wicket goes down for New Zealand, and is there any more twists left in this game? Huge nick actually from Isabella Gaze, and a really good catch by the wicket keeper. So second wicket goes down for New Zealand. Ayabonga Kaka strikes, and that's exactly what South Africa wanted. Isabella Gaze is gone after scoring 6 runs from 5 balls. Both the openers have been dismissed now. And New Zealand women are 31 for 2 after 2.3 overs. We saw the India men's team win back-to-back T20 World Cups. The New Zealand women also have a chance later this year, the Women's T20 World Cup 2026. If New Zealand can win that tournament, it will be back-to-back T20 World Cup wins as well. So, they're really good, really deserved world champions, no doubt about that. So Sophie Devine is the new batter to the crease for New Zealand women. Not a captain anymore, but continuing as a player. 3 more deliveries left in this over. That's cut away beautifully. It's in the gap. Will that race away for 4? Will Lorna Wolfart after it again? Does well. And Sophie Devine gets off the mark with a couple of runs. Sophie Devine was the captain, of course, when New Zealand women won the Women's T20 World Cup in 2024. And now Amelia Kerr taking over. That's cut away again, straight to covers. The dot ball again from Ayabonga Kaka. Five runs coming from this over, including the wicket of Georgia Plimmer, including the wicket of Isabella Gaze. The scorecard is freezing every now and then. That's punched away. It's in the gap. What placement that is. I'll run away for 4. Will it? Yes, it will. Terrific placement from Sophie Devine. Picks up her first boundary in this innings. Ends the over with a boundary as well. 9 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Isabella Gaze. And New Zealand women are now 37 for 2 after 3 overs. So Masabata Class is the new bowler into the attack for South Africa women. Amelia Kerr is on strike. Masabata Class over the wicket to Amelia Kerr. It's full and on the pads, flicked away straight to the field at short mid wicket. It's a dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Down the track, pulled away by Amelia Kerr towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Sophie Devine is back on strike. Can be a very dangerous player, still in good form with both bat and ball. We saw in the WPL as well. That swung leg side by Devine, and that's 1 bounce 4. This is exactly what Sophie Devine can do. A very, very aggressive player, picks up her second boundary, a pickup shot there. No one back there at deep square leg, and Sophie Devine accepted it. This time it's flicked away again by Devine towards square leg. and picks up another single. Six runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. Amelia Kerr is back on strike. Well, keeper comes up to the stumps, but it doesn't matter because Amelia Kerr goes for a sweep towards deep square leg for another boundary. Boundaries are flowing for New Zealand. Second boundary in this over. Amelia Kerr with her 5th boundary in this innings. So last ball of the over. Goes again, and that's 4 more again. There's no one back there at deep square leg. Amelia Kerr continuously targeting that region and picks up another boundary to finish the over. Expensive over from Masabata class. 14 runs came from that over. The 50 comes up for New Zealand. New Zealand women are now 51 for 2 after 4 overs. Well, brilliant batting from both these batters. Amelia Kerr, 29 not out from 13 balls. Sophie Devine, 11 from 6 balls. Ayabonga Kaka, back into the attack. Is cut away again by Devine, straight to covers. Dot ball to start the over. This time it's driven again, straight to that fielder once again at covers. Back to back dot balls to start the over. Ayabonga Kaka picked up the wicket of Isabella Gaze. This time it's full again. Devine drives it down the ground, straight to mid-off. 3 consecutive dot balls to start this over. This time on a good length, Devine defends it back to the bowler again. Make that 4 consecutive dot balls from Ayabonga Kaka. This time driven again back to the bowler. What an over this is from Ayabonga Kaka. 5 dot balls. Can we see a maiden over here? No runs in this over so far. Last ball of the over. That swung away leg side. Devine finds the gap. No, good fielding at deep square leg. Will pick up a couple of runs. Couple of runs for Sophie Devine to finish that over. So just the 2 runs from that over from Ayabonga Kaka. Brilliant over from South Africa's point of view. New Zealand women are now 53 for 2 after 5 overs. Well, Masabata class continuing into her second over, starts with a wide down the leg side. Has to rail out that one again. Second ball of the over coming up. And it's driven again. Oh, good fielding at covers. And Amelia Kerr picks up another single. Amelia Kerr scored 78 from 44 balls in the first T20 match. And even in this run chase, playing a crucial role here along with the ex-captain of New Zealand women, Sophie Devine. That's a short ball pulled away again by Sophie Devine towards deep mid-wicket for another single. Ex-captain or former captain, whatever you can call Sophie Devine. T20 World Cup winning captain, of course. A shot again, pulled again by Amelia Kerr towards deep mid-wicket. And picks up another single. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Devine is back on strike. Slow ball driven straight to covers. It's another dot ball from Masabata class. Just get a feeling that Sophie Devine is playing out way too many dot balls than she should. Already you saw 5 dot balls in the previous over. Now another dot ball here. And at a time when you need to keep the scoreboard moving, you're playing too many dot balls, will increase that required run rate. Short ball pulled away again, straight to the fielder once again. Another dot ball here. This is what I'm talking about. These kind of dot balls will add up to the pressure. Not every time you see Sophie Devine playing such a slow innings with the bat. Runner ball 14 so far. Last ball of the over coming up. And Devine goes big. Has she got enough? Yes, she has. That's the Sophie Devine we all know. That's the Sophie Devine we have been seeing all these years. Clears the boundary for 6 to finish that over. The first 6 of this innings, I guess. We'll just have a look. Yep, the first 6 of this innings comes to the bat of Sophie Devine. Ends the over as well. 10 runs came from that over from Masabata class. And the power play has come to an end. New Zealand women are 63 for 2 after 6 overs after the power play. The bowling change, Nunkululeko Malaba into the attack. Amelia Kerr sweeps towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Goes for the pull. In the air though, fielder will watch as the ball goes one bounce and into the boundary for 4 towards deep square leg. Went for the pull shot there, Sophie Devine. No one back there at deep square leg. Fielders are only watching it and picks up another boundary here. This time goes for the sweep again. Maybe it hit the pad. I'm not quite sure. It's a dot ball from Malaba. Need to break this partnership here. That's driven beautifully by Devine towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. And Sophie Devine initially looked like playing out too many dot balls, but Sophie Devine is Sophie Devine. She's a legend of the game for a particular reason. It's cut away this time by Amelia Kerr, straight to covers. It's another dot ball. Oh, goes for the sweep, appeal for LBW and the finger goes up. What a big wicket this is. What a big wicket this is for South Africa women. It's Malaba who provides the breakthrough. Could this be the turning point in this game? Amelia Kerr has gone upstairs for the review. You need to have a look at this. The batter in form for New Zealand. She has been leading from the front in the last few matches with the bat for New Zealand. This could be a huge moment for South Africa women. I don't think there was any bat involved in that. Playing across the line to a straight delivery, not a great idea. You're always bound to get out LBW or bowled. Well, this could be a huge wicket here. There doesn't appear to be any bat involved. Well, pitching in line, impact in line, wickets hitting, so Amelia Kerr will have to go. South Africa women have got a very important breakthrough here. Partnership has been broken. Finger goes up once again. Amelia Kerr has to go. And this is a vital breakthrough provided by Malaba, the captain of New Zealand women. Amelia Kerr is gone after scoring 32 from 18 balls, and New Zealand women are now 70 for 3 after 6.5 overs. Massive blow for New Zealand, no doubt about that. Brooke Halliday is the new batter to the crease for New Zealand. Really good batter, another power hitter of the ball, left-hander. They need a partnership. It's going good so far. Current run rate is 10.24 for New Zealand women. Malaba, as she always does, provides the breakthrough. Last ball of the over. That's cut away again towards point. And Brooke Halliday gets off the mark with a single to finish that over. 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Amelia Kerr. New Zealand women are 71 for 3 after 7 overs. Well, that's another bowling change here. Nadine de Klerk is a new bowler into the attack for South Africa women. Can she provide some breakthroughs? Brooke Halliday is on strike. De Klerk over the wicket. Goes for the cut shot, misses it. Dot ball to start the over. Still get a feeling that South Africa can pull things back in this game. Goes for a pull shot, a little bit of an inside edge from Halliday. Inside edge onto her pads, I guess. Picks up another single. Brooke Halliday gets off the mark. Already off the mark. Picks up another single. Devine is back on strike. Oh, appeal for LBW, or has it been bowled? I think she's been bowled. Whatever it is, important wicket once again for South Africa women. Sophie Devine has to go. Nadine de Klerk provides the breakthrough. She's been bowled actually. I thought initially that she got hit on the pads, so it might be LBW. That's what I was thinking. But she's gone through the defences, knocked over leg stump. So 2 big wickets here for South Africa women. First Amelia Kerr, now Sophie Devine is walking back after scoring 25 from 18 balls. And New Zealand women are 72 for 4 after 7.3 overs. Suddenly you have 2 new batters at the crease with the required run rate climbing higher and higher. Maddie Green is a new batter to the crease. It's driven back to the bowler once again. It's a dot ball from Nadine de Klerk. 1 run coming from this over so far. Still 2 balls left. Susie Bates still left to come. Susie Bates, Sharp, and then Jessica Kerr, they can still bat. They have lost 2 wickets at the wrong time to both the set batters as well as again defended. This is brilliant bowling from Nadine de Klerk. This is exactly what Nadine de Klerk can do. Always picks up with breakthroughs whenever it's needed. It also becomes very tough to chase down totals. We even saw in the previous game where New Zealand outbatted South Africa and managed to win. That's pulled away by Matty Green. Might have found the gap. Oh, really good fielding at deep mid wicket. And Matty Green gets off the mark with a couple of runs to finish that over. So 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Sophie Devine. And New Zealand women are 74 for 4 after 8 overs. The 12 overs left, 104 needed for New Zealand women. Not impossible, but very tough because they've lost their top 4 batters. There's another bowling change for South Africa women. Kayla Reineke is the new bowler into the attack. What a knock she played towards the end with the bat. Strike rate of 311.11 at its best. And now coming into bowl, coming around the wicket to Brooke Halliday. It's tossed up, Halliday drives it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to start the over. This time tossed up again. Matty Green hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. This time driven, no, misfield. Misfield at covers, it's down the ground to long off. Another single for Brooke Halliday. There's 3 more deliveries left in this over. Matty Green back on strike. That's driven again. Oh, good fielding once again. At covers. And Matty Green picks up another single. This time it's driven again back to the bowler. Good fielding by Reineke of her own bowling. Another dot ball. The 4 runs have come from this over. Last ball of the over coming up. This time flicked away again by Brooke Halliday towards mid-wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over from Kayla Reineke. New Zealand women are 79 for 4 after 9 overs. 99 more to get from the last 11 overs. Well, those 2 wickets might have just changed the complexion of this game. The wicket of Amelia Kerr and then the wicket of Sophie Devine as well. Huge wickets. Amelia Kerr has been in really good form. So is Sophie Devine. Don't even need to mention about Sophie Devine. She is already a legend of the game. So 2 big wickets for South Africa. And now they are trying to squeeze Nadine de Klerk into her second over. Starts with a dot ball to Brooke Halliday. Both these batters haven't found the boundary till now. Let's cut away again straight to the fielder at point. Make that another dot ball. Brooke Halliday is a very much capable batter, no doubt about that, but you need to make sure don't waste too many deliveries. This time it's flicked away down the ground by Halliday towards mid-on and picks up another single. So Maddie Green is back on strike. On the pads this time, flicked away towards square leg. Another single from Maddie Green. This time it's pulled away by Halliday again towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. So again, a really good over from Nadine de Klerk. There's 3 runs coming from that over. New Zealand's highest successful run chase came against South Africa in Benoni in 2023. 174 is what South Africa chased down. So if New Zealand need to win this, it should be the highest successful run chase in their T20 history. That's pulled away again. Long on comes around as well. And Maddie Green picks up another couple of runs to finish the over. So 5 runs came from that over from Nadine de Klerk. And New Zealand women are 84 for 4 after 10 overs at the halfway mark of this innings. And it's also the time for the drinks break. So we come to the end of the drinks break. A superb shot there from Brooke Halliday for 4. Still a lot of work to do though for New Zealand. First boundary for Brooke Halliday in this innings. This time full and on the path, flicked away towards short fine leg, and Brooke Halliday picks up another single. And 2 more deliveries left in this over. Kyla Reneke bowling a really good over here. Maddie Green is back on strike, and Green goes for the reverse, gets it past that fielder, might run away for 4, will it? No, good fielding. I think Nadine de Klerk, the fielder, excellent fielder she is. Another couple of runs for Maddie Green. The last ball of the over coming up. Down the track, and Maddie Green hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over from Kyla Reneke, and New Zealand women are 94 for 4 after 11 overs. So Chloe Tryon is the new bowler into the attack for South Africa women. This time it's cut away by Maddie Green towards covers and picks up another single to start the over. This time Halliday sweeps straight to square leg. Another dot ball from Chloe Tryon. This time tossed up. Halliday goes down the ground to long on and picks up another single. That's a full toss, comes down the wicket again, down to long on for another single. Really good over this actually from Chloe Tryon. Just 3 runs coming from this over, still 2 balls left. Need some big hits here, New Zealand. Speaking about wickets, that's up in the air, could be out. Fielder can't get to it. In fact, it was Tryon herself who was running for it. Not able to get to the catch. Another single from Halliday. The pressure building, making Brooke Halliday play these shots. This is actually required because pressure, the required run rate is increasing. The last ball of the over coming up. Down the track again, flicked away by Maddie Green. towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over from Chloe Tryon, and New Zealand women are 99 for 4 after 12 overs. Well, Ayabonga Kaka is back into the attack at top edge straight away by Maddie Green, lands safely. Picks up a single to start the over. 100 comes up for New Zealand. A very risky shot attempted there by Maddie Green though. But 100 comes up in 12.1 overs at the loss of 4 wickets. That ball landing safely. Second ball of the over coming up. That's cut away again straight to point. Another dot ball from Ayabonga Kaka. Well, that's pulled away leg side. Fielder takes the catch at deep mid wicket. Terrific catch actually. Even she can't believe that she's taken it. An airy ducks and the fielder taking the catch. And Halliday has to go. This partnership has been broken. Pressure continues to build for New Zealand women. Just not able to get the momentum now. A very, very scratchy knock from Brooke Halliday. 16 from 20 balls. She has to make the long walk back. A really good catch at deep mid wicket. Ayabonga Kaka picks up her second wicket. She's been excellent today. Brooke Halliday is gone after scoring 16 runs from 20 balls, and New Zealand are 100 for 5 after 12.3 overs. So Izzy Sharp is the new batter to the crease. That's a wide down the leg side. Wide plus the single there. So 2 extra runs to the total. Maddie Green is back on strike. It's been tough for New Zealand ever since Amelia Kerr and Sophie Devine caught out. The momentum has shifted. Goes for the sweep, gets that away for 4. That's a good shot from Maddie Green. Again onto the pads from Ayabonga Kaka. And all Maddie Green had to do was just sweep it and pick up another boundary. Well, there's an appeal here and the finger goes up. Another wicket goes. Ayabonga Kaka this time with the breakthrough. I don't know whether it's gone off the bat or off the pad. has gone through to the keeper. Second wicket in this over. Both the set batters have been dismissed here. I think there was a little bit of bat on offer there. Yeah, a little bit of bat and through to the keeper. And South Africa women closing in on a victory here. Sixth wicket goes down for New Zealand. Too many wickets falling at the wrong time as far as New Zealand are concerned. Maddie Green is gone after scoring 18 from 15 balls, and New Zealand women are 106 for 6 after 12.5 overs. Susie Bates is the new batter to the crease, driven again towards covers. And Susie Bates gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over from Ayabonga Kaka. New Zealand in all sorts of trouble, 107 for 6 after 13 overs. So Ayabonga Kaka is the new ball, is back into the attack into her second over. Bowled, another one goes. Is that the match for South Africa women? Susie Bates goes for a reverse sweep and loses her middle and off stump. Hamalaba strikes once again for South Africa, and that could be the game right there, because the last recognized batter in Susie Bates is also going back. 7th wicket goes down. 7th wicket goes down for New Zealand women. It's been a huge collapse as far as New Zealand women are concerned. Susie Bates is gone after scoring 1 run from 2 balls. The New Zealand women are 107 for 7 after 13.1 overs. The New Zealand unfortunately not able to make it through in this run chase. Wickets continuing to go down. And that is the issue when the batters lower down the order are not much experienced. Once Sophie Devine got out, the Brooke Halliday hasn't been in the best of form. And even Maddie Green couldn't get going. Susie Bates as well. So definitely New Zealand need to sort that out. Jess Kerr is the new batter to the crease, gets off the mark with a single. That's short. Izzy Sharp pulls it away leg side. Really good fielding at deep square leg. And Izzy Sharp gets off the mark with a couple of runs. 65 needed from 39, and who's injured there? Oh dear. Someone is injured. Physio coming in from inside to do the stretching exercises. Well, it's the youngster only, Kaila Raineke. She's going off the field now, as of now. So there's a new fielder coming in. Three more deliveries left in this over. Fourth ball of the over coming up. Short and wide, cut away again, straight to the field that covers, doesn't take the single. Another dot ball from Malaba. This time it's driven again, straight to covers. Make that another dot ball. Dot balls are not helping the cause for New Zealand. Last ball of the over, changing her angle here, Malaba. That's a short ball, pulled away by Sharp towards deep square leg for another single to finish the over. The 4 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Susie Bates. And New Zealand women are 111 for 7 after 14 overs. So Masabata class is back into the attack here to bowl the 15th over. And it's flicked away by Z Sharp towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. Jessica Kerr is back on strike. Goes down the ground, this Kerr towards long on and picks up another single. Third ball of the over. Sharp comes down the wicket, goes down the ground, pass mid off for 4. That's much needed. Need plenty more of that, New Zealand women. The use of the feet from Izzy Sharp. And picks up an important boundary here. Three more deliveries left in this over. Moves across the stumps, swings and misses. There's another dot ball from Sabata class. Two more deliveries left in this over. Down the track again, swung away by Izzy Sharp towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Last ball of the over, again down the track from Chesker, down the ground to long off. Picks up another single to finish the over. Good over from Masabata class. 8 runs came from that over, and New Zealand women are 119 for 7 after 15 overs. Well, slow through the air from Malapa. Oh dear, the catch has been put down. That long off. There was a big chance of another wicket to go down there. Nadine Clark, the fielder at long off, putting it down. I think it was Izzy Sharp, the batter. I think it was Jess Kerr, the batter, who holed out at long off, unable to take the catch. Normally a very safe pair of hands is Nadine Clark. Excellent field, unable to hold on to it. It's hit down the ground again by Jessica. Down the ground by Sharp towards long off and picks up another single. This time comes down the wicket again, a little bit of an edge towards point and picks up another single. 4 runs coming from this over, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. Short ball pulled away in the gap by Jaskar, beats that fielder at long on into the boundary for 4. Another boundary to finish the over. A good over until that point from Malaba, ends the over with a boundary. 7 runs came from that over, and New Zealand women are 127 for 7 after 16 overs. The 51 to get from the last 4 overs. Nadine de Klerk will be bowling the 17th over for South Africa. Izzy Sharp on strike. Down the track, swung away leg side towards deep square leg for 4. Use of the feet there by Izzy Sharp. Starts the over with a boundary. Pressure straight away on Nadine de Klerk. 47 to get from 23. That swung away again. It's in the gap again for 4 more. Back-to-back boundaries. From Izzy Sharp, is this game still alive? 43 to get from 22. Nadine de Klerk feeling the pressure with the ball. That swung away again. Down to deep square leg again for 4 more. The same region, targeted 3 times and succeeded 3 times. Hat-trick of boundaries to start this over. 39 to get from 21. Izzy Sharp picks up her 4th boundary, playing a blinder of a knock here. Well, that swung away like side fielder. Has he taken it? She put it down. Oh goodness. I think she was going over the boundary, so she threw it back and then didn't manage to hold on to it. Coming back onto the field. The fielders take those catches really well. A really good effort, I thought, to stop the six firstly. Now, whether she has touched the boundary or not, that is a big question mark, but I don't think she has touched the boundary. I think Sunil Lewis has done well at long on. So it should be not out. It should be only a couple of runs. It won't be a boundary or a six because she hasn't touched the boundary. Fifth ball of the over coming up. That's it, down the ground again towards long off. And AC Sharp picks up another single. This is a very expensive over from Nadine Clark. 15 runs coming from this over. Still one ball left. Last ball of the over, Jeskar drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish the over, but an expensive over for South Africa though. 15 runs came from that over from Nadine de Klerk. The New Zealand women are 142 for 7 after 17 overs. So 36 to get from the last 3 overs. Malaba bowling the 18th over, starts with a dot ball, slower through the air. Sharp going for the pull, missing it. That's a great start to the over for South Africa. 36 to get from 17. Pressure now on New Zealand. Required run rate is 12. That's pulled again by Sharp. Has she found the gap? No, deep mid wicket there. Does well. And Izzy Sharp picks up another single. This time, Jeskar waits on it, pulls it in the gap for 4. That's a great shot from Jeskar. Waited on it and pulled it away beautifully. Is the match still alive? First bar, second boundary for Jeskar in this innings. This time it's pulled away again towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Waiting on the back foot here, both these batters. They're not coming on the front foot, waiting on the back foot. Because Malaba is bowling it slow through the air. Shot again, pulled again. Deep mid wicket is there for that particular reason. Picks up another single here, is he Sharp. The last ball of the over coming up. That's cut away in the air and straight into the hands of covers. And that is exactly what was needed for South Africa. Was looking to find that gap to throw covers was Jeskar, but unable to do that. Hitting it straight into the hands. Chloe Tryon taking the catch at covers. And the 8th wicket goes down for New Zealand. Running out of partners here, Izzy Sharp. 29 still to get from the last 2 overs. A vital breakthrough for South Africa at this stage of this innings. Jeskar is gone after scoring 14 runs from 10 balls. And New Zealand women are 149 for 8 after 18 overs. The Ayabonga Kaka is bowling the penultimate over and straight away Izzy Sharp hits it down the ground to long on, picks up the single. 150 comes up for New Zealand. 150 comes up in 18.1 overs at the loss of 8 wickets. 28 to get from 11 balls. It needs a miracle from here if New Zealand are to get over the line here. Rosemary Mayer is the new batter to the crease on strike. Second ball of the over. And goes down the ground again to long on. And Rosemary Mayer gets off the mark with a single, but singles are not going to do it. Need some sixes here. Can Izzy Sharp clear the boundary? Oh, it's in the air and it's taken. Surely that is it for New Zealand. Izzy Sharp has to go. 9th wicket goes down. Ayabonga Kaka has finished it here eventually, I think. Because now the last recognized batter who was doing the damage for New Zealand has to go back. It's Izzy Sharp who has to go. Laura Wolford taking a comfortable catch at covers, and South Africa are going to level the series today by winning this. Izzy Sharp is gone after scoring 29 from 21 balls. The New Zealand women are 151 for 9 after 18.3 overs. So Breeling is the last batter to the crease. 27 to get from 9 is looking very tough with 2 tail-enders at the crease. So it's game, set and match almost to South Africa here. Brilliant bowling actually. That's a full delivery again, and Breeling flicks it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and gets off the mark with a single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Rosemary Mayer is back on strike. Goes for the paddle, gets it over, fine leg, that'll run away for 4. That's a very innovative shot from Rosemary Mayer and very effective. Picks up a vital boundary here. Last ball of the over is a slow ball. Rosemary Mayer swings it leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Izzy Sharp, and Ayabonga Kaka finishes her spell 4 for 27 in her 4 overs. The New Zealand women are 157 for 9 after 19 overs. Well, 21 to get from the last over for New Zealand women. 4 sixes probably. Only 1 wicket in hand. Masabata Class is bowling the last over. Rosemary Mayer on strike. Starts with a wide, I think. Starts with a wide. Oh my goodness. I'll make that 20 to get now from the last over. Goodness gracious me, why would you bowl a wide? Let the batters earn the runs. First ball of the over coming up again. Swung away by Mayer towards deep square leg. Looking for two. Could be a run out here. Could be a run out. That's it, I think. That is it. Could be all out. The umpires will go upstairs. It was always going to be a risky second run, but Rosemary Mayer had to be on strike. If They needed some big shots. And it's surely going to be run out here. And South Africa women are winning this game here. Having a look at the replays. Yes, it is run out and it is over. New Zealand women have been bowled out for 158. The decision will come as out. Yes, it is out. And that is it. South Africa women, a terrific win for them. Won the toss, selected to bat first, posted a total of 177, which was always going to be tough to chase down. New Zealand women's highest successful run chase came against South Africa, but it was 174 in 2023, which New Zealand managed to chase down. This run chase was more than that. And New Zealand falling short by 19 runs towards the end. But it has to be said, you have to give credit to the South Africa women bowlers. Very disciplined bowling performance. Everyone bowled well, everyone chipped in, bowled really well, picked up the wickets. Ayabonga Kaka picking up 4 wickets. And as far as New Zealand women are concerned, once Amelia Kerr and Sophie Devine got dismissed, they really slowed down after that. Because until then, New Zealand were going along really well, but that is where the cricket can become very unpredictable. 1 or 2 wickets can change the complexion of the game. And that is exactly what happened. Izzy Sharp provided a good fight towards the end, 29 from 21 balls, but not quite enough. Look at South Africa's bowling performance. Ayabonga Kaka, the pick of the bowlers clearly, 4 for 27 in her 4 overs. And then Nonkululeko Malaba as well, 3 for 27 in her 4 overs. Nadine de Klerk, 1 for 23 in her 3 overs. I just have to hope that Kyla Reineke has not suffered any serious injury, because her availability will be very, very important. Such a serious talent. Played a fantastic knock with the bat today towards the end for South Africa. So she will be a very, very important player, of course. But a fantastic win. New Zealand women bowled out for 159 in 19.1 overs. South Africa women winning this second T20 match by 18 runs and levelling the series 1-all. It's a 5-match T20 series, of course. First T20 was won by New Zealand women, and now the second T20 won by South Africa women. So it's all equal with 3 more matches to play. Series is levelled at 1-all. So it's going to be a very, very interesting T20 series coming up. Preparation for the Women's T20 World Cup, which is coming up in June. And South Africa can be proud of the performance that they have put in today. Those 3 maximums from Kyla Reineke in that final over of the first innings proved to be a massive difference. Because if you look at the victory margin of South Africa women, victory margin is 18 runs. So those 3 sixes from Kyla Reineke really made the difference if you look at it. And that is why Kyla Reineke, I'm rating her very, very highly. She's a very important player for South Africa women in the near future. At least in T20 cricket, I feel that Kyla Reineke will do wonders for South Africa women. I'm not sure about ODIs, but her power hitting looks really, really good. Really, really suitable for the shortest format of the game. So South Africa women winning by 18 runs. Terrific win. Series is levelled at 1-all. We'll be back again to cover the third T20 match of this T20 series as well. Not much cricket happening because the men's T20 World Cup finished, and then there has been a lot of rest days. So there have been a few bilateral series that have been happening. Obviously Bangladesh defeated Pakistan in the ODI series, where Bangladesh won the ODI series against Pakistan 2-1 in their own home conditions. And then now this tour is happening between New Zealand women and South Africa women. The men's teams are also clashing against each other. That match will start in another hour's time. Again, New Zealand men taking on South Africa men as well. So all these matches are happening now, and IPL will start after 11 days. So till then, these matches will be interesting matches to watch out for. So good win for South Africa women, winning this game by 18 runs. Series is levelled at 1-all. We'll be back again to cover more matches in our channel. Until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys. Cheers and have a great day.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.